ION Digital Corp, ticker symbol IONI, is a company that has been around for quite some time, but has recently just started to see a lot of publicity. Now, I do believe that this company is absolutely fantastic. I don't even need to get into the video before I do mention this. I think this company is absolutely phenomenal, and in today's video, I will be bringing you guys an analysis and just an overall company overview of why I believe that this company has so much potential and could generally be an amazing company going into the future. Don't forget that the Patreon is now up and live. We have over 60 members, an amazing community of people who just been in there talking, chatting, discussing trades with each other, talking about their trades, their entries and exits. I talk about my trades. I update them on my portfolio. I let them know what videos I'm making. It has been an overall amazing experience. Launch day was absolutely phenomenal. So to those of you who are already in the Patreon, thank you. And to those of you who are considering joining, I really do appreciate it. Now, I did want to give a quick shout out to Ben, Matthew, Ron Fade, and Steven. You all chose a big support option on my Patreon, and so I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Now, with that being said, if you are looking forward to today's video, you can let me know by smashing that like button and subscribing to the channel if you are new. And with all that being said, let's go ahead and let's take a look at ION Digital Corp. I'm very interested in this company, and I think you will understand why very soon. So what is ION? We're going to call them ION just for the saving of time here. So ION is South Korea's leading software developer and provider of enterprise-class digital experience platforms, unstructured data management, sports, and energy software solutions. ION solutions enable complex private and public sector global organizations to more efficiently create, manage, measure, and optimize digital experiences for their audiences across marketing channels and devices while enhancing ROI, or the return on investment. Now, whenever it does come to what exactly this company does and what, obviously what products and services they offer. Well, their most popular one at the moment is going to be their ICE, the ION Content Ecosystem. Now, what this is an advanced platform that addresses the SO's various needs and manages a whole content lifecycle covering creation, registration, distribution, deletion, billing, statistics. Based on the distributed integrated modular system, it offers the optimized services for in-screen environments such as adaptive streaming, seamless playback between devices, template-based web publishing, responsive web, UI, and more. And as a multi-tenant service, it is designed for multiple SOs to provide their own services on a single platform, which in turn create more value for B2B2C. Now, what this basically means is it allows for a much more efficient and enjoyable user experience digitally. And now we will get into later why this is super important, but we all have clearly seen how the digital experience sector and overall digital marketing and just a company expanding out into the online world and increasing its online presence has really paid off in the previous years. Well, what are the benefits of this product? Well, first and foremost, we have easy management and operation. There's various service types. It is optimized for in-screen environment, comprehensive modular distributed processing, highly featured distribution systems, and multi-tenancy. Now, I really do like the multi-tenancy, being that independent services and management room, alternative on content, UI products, modeling, price, and exposure policies by the tenant. There's multiple different, areas and facets that are associated with this product. So I really do believe that that's going to be super duper important for the growth of this product. Now, again, like I said, overall, it is simply just focusing on creating an ecosystem of digitalization in which they can do everything, a company can do everything that they need in one little place. Now, there is another product that I'm very interested in, and that is going to be the sports data platform. And the step one is to create. With sports data platform, you can create and operate sports activities. Step two, collect. Storing all sports events and collected data to the big data server. Step 3, you will analyze all the crucial games and player data. Step 4, bringing the valuable insights that you had just analyzed into the hands of team coaches and players. And step 5, you can provide online service based on the collected, analyzed, and distributed data. So that can create a very large, possibility for every sports team, honestly. Now, I believe that this could be a very big product. Now, they do break it down a little bit more into depth later on into the investor presentation, so we will get into that. But overall, I do believe that this could be a fantastic opportunity for this company, as this is all information that many sports teams use, and it makes it much easier in order for them to create, collect, analyze, review the statistics, and then obviously have a place to go to see them. Okay, so with that being said, I know it may sound a little bit confusing, but it's going to get much more clear as we do go ahead and progress here. So just stick with me. I'm telling you, it gets a lot more simple to understand. So their main product and what they really focus on is going to be CMS, which is content management systems. So when it comes to CMS, this was something that developed as a traditional software application that companies implemented on in-house corporate networks. Now, in 2010 to 2017, CMS did begin to evolve and more broadly defined as the strategies, methods, and tools used to create, capture, automate, deliver, secure, and analyze content, unstructured data, and documents related to organizational processes. So as we can also see in that from 2018 into the future going on, that CMS, again, content management systems, are significantly more valued as the hub of an organization's marketing technology stack and backbone of digital experience delivery. So there's two things here. Whenever it comes to their marketing and what all they use to market, especially digitally, this is going to be the overall accumulation of all that information. And now right here with the backbone of digital experience delivery, this is super duper important, especially going on into the future, because as we have talked about in the past, especially with cloud commerce, that digital experience and overall digital marketing and an overall online presence for a company is slowly becoming one of the most crucial aspects of a company's business. So whenever we think about it, there's some organizations stuck using legacy on-premise CMS are now struggling to keep pace with the rapid release of new features, services, and devices, many of which are being deployed in the cloud. So companies who are not making this digital transformation, the ones who are not going over to increasing their digital experience, are struggling to keep up with the rapid rate in which technology is evolving, especially through the cloud. Now, the result of that is missed opportunities to expand their audience, add value for customers, reduce costs, streamline operations, and drive revenue. Now, as we can see down here, that this company has been growing substantially. From 2000 to 2010, they only had over 700 clients, which is still a good bit, and multiple patents, meaning probably around 10. From 2010 to 2017, they increased that overall client base to over 1,000, while also increasing their R&D and receiving over 20 patents. Now, from 2018, only a small jump from 2017 to 2018 to now. They introduced the digital experience, over 1,500 enterprise clients across South Korea, Japan, Southeast Asia, and the US, and they now have over 25 patents. Now, this company is also focusing on driving digital transformation. Now, if you don't know what digital transformation is, we can come here, and I did want to just pull up this thing because there's two aspects of what's on my screen right now that I think are very fascinating. Now, of course, it's going to be the understanding of what digital transformation is itself. Digital transformation is the adoption of digital technology to transform services or businesses through replacing non-digital or manual processes with digital processes. This replaces the older technology with newer digital technology. Now, this is obviously very, very important, and it is growing and growing and growing day in and day out. Every single company we have noticed are starting to use digital, just things in general. Whenever you think of something as simple as cash registers, think about how many cash registers used to be the old way, the old method, kind of like that old, manual lever register that opens up with the push of a button. But now think that everything is going more electric. Everything is turning into more of a digital experience that has overall decreased costs and increased user and customer experience in the long run. Now, something else is something that I really love being able to have. I have trend data whenever I look up things just to see how the increase in popularity has grown. And whenever we do see it here, that in 2010, we saw a very big spike in this overall market, but it has slowly grown. With digital transformation alone, it has grown and grown and grown and grown. And people are becoming more interested in the simple question, what is digital transformation? So the fact that this company is capitalizing on this growing industry is something that I am very, very excited about. Now, what is digital transformation's, overall effect, and why is it important? Well, we can see here that customer journey is driving change, not company. Over 50% of organizations cite customer journey experience and satisfaction are leading influence, meaning that they are focused on driving their customer experience, driving that satisfaction, and customers being happy with their results. Now, with that being said, companies embracing digital transformation are 26% more profitable versus peers and create highly engaged customers that are 6 times more likely to try a new product, 4 times more likely to have referred your brand, 2 times more likely to make a purchase, and 90% more frequent buyers that will spend 60% more per purchase and 3 times the annual purchase value. So as we can see, companies who are focusing on increasing their digital experience, growing to that digital transformation, and really focused on growing out their online presence and making this immersive and an amazing experience, have seen very, very clear monetary benefits. Now, we do have a few more statistics that I believe are super duper important. It says that 2/3 of global 2000 companies are now shifting focus from traditional offline strategies to more modern strategies, and we will experience this by the end of 2020. Now, I do believe that probably, like they said, by the end of this decade, I think every single company is going to be strictly focused on their digital side of their company, digital marketing, digital advertising, digital storage, focus on data storage. Everything is going digital. Now, it also says that while 1/3 of companies are expected to fully adopt digital transformation in 2019. Now, nearly 1/2 of the companies have yet to begin their digital transformation, while less than 2/3 are concerned that it might already be too late for them. 1/2 of businesses believe they have less than a year before they start to suffer financially and lose market. So that means that these companies understand and they are starting to grasp and realize the fact that they need to focus on this digital transformation. If they do not focus on this digital transformation, that they could begin to suffer financially and lose market. Now, these are just a few things, and it does break down the other two, as we did talk about, the ICE that focuses on, of course, creating, managing, measuring, delivering, developing, optimizing, extending, and then modifying that overall digital experience. I did want to take a look here because this explains the sports one a little bit more in depth, and I think it makes it a little bit more clear as to what the focus is. Well, with sports ICT, a lot of growth verticals are going to be going through, and explaining ticket admission marketing management, sports event planning and marketing, mobile ticketing, sports data platform, goes over game, player, audience engagement, and analytics LOT. So these are basically all of the focuses in which they can digitize and collect a lot of this information and then sell it or, provide it as a service, maybe through a website or something like that, to a lot of these coaches and a lot of these different organizations, in which will then use this information to grow out their consumer base, to grow out their overall performance, and to increase their overall business and consumer experience. So, of course, with all of those products and seeing how amazing and phenomenal that they may be whenever it comes to their overall services, what are some of their potential clients and who are people that they are selling to? Well, as we can see here, that they have a wide variety of some very high named people. Whenever we come from BMW, Samsung, whenever we come over here to JMAM, Transcosmos, over to Hitachi and Fajar, Ministry of Work, there is so much potential here, and we can really see that their consumer base is growing very, very fast. There is an exclusive 20-year licensing agreement forged with Ashido Japan, which is huge. We see Sekisui, we have JMAN, of course. Again, we have Klein, we have Hitachi. So, like I said, they have some very large client names in here, and they're not doing small business. These are very long licensing agreements that can continue on for years and years to come. Now, this even was preceded by a 3-year licensing agreement. So companies are going back to them. There is so much consumer potential, and I think that is going to be a very large driving factor in the success of this business going forward. So I hope you guys do understand now what exactly this company is doing. It's kind of hard to explain and it's kind of hard to understand because there's so many moving components, but overall this company is simply just trying to, allow other companies to undergo their digital transformation by providing every single service that is associated with content, marketing, storage, everything like that, and keeping it within one place. Their main focus is going to be on marketing, so trying to figure out other ways in which they can enhance that digital transformation and create a better digital experience for the consumer, in which will then generate higher revenue for these companies, as we have seen the statistics saying that companies who don't focus on this have been suffering and can, feel like they may start to soon suffer financially and, lose a lot of market. So with all this being said, how financially supported is this company? Do they have the good financials to back up this growth? Well, as we can see here that they do. Now, I'm not going to go down to each one because I've been trying to cut these videos down a little bit. But as we can see here, that 2018, whenever they look at overall revenue, they actually took their first year in a decrease from the year prior. They went from 9.2 to 7.1 over 2018. Then from 2018 on, it has been absolutely amazing growth. They have seen growth from 7.1 to 15, nearly double from 2018 to 2019. From 2019 to 2020, we did see an increase from $15 to $25 million in revenue. And then from 2020 to the estimate from 2021 is going to be about another $7 million. Now, of course, there is a whole bunch of stuff going on in the world right now. So realistically, seeing a decrease in income and a decrease in revenue is kind of expected with the year that we just had. So with that being said, it is nice to see that this company's net income is growing as well, obviously extending all the way from 0 in 2017 up to $6.1 million in 2021 estimated. Now, what are some catalysts and what are some things that people are expecting this, to be positive factors going into this company in the future? future? Well, we will go through a few of them that I think are super duper important, especially for going forward. So the first one is going to be the high double-digit revenue growth of 20% and 40% in recent Q1 19 and 2Q 19. So basically, they did see substantial growth going in 2019 that has somewhat slowed, but has, they've still been growing and they've still been expanding out that revenue. Now, they have been focusing on marketing solution and hedge strategies, which will make their overall business operate better. They've been profitable for 10 years with an $8 million book value, which has increased since then. They have 60% repeat business with approximately 30% of revenue tied to long-term contracts, which is phenomenal. I absolutely love that, because if you're new to the channel, you may not know, but whenever I've talked about companies in the past, companies that I don't believe have long-term and consistent revenue make me very, very nervous, because it's almost a little bit more risky in the sense, because everything is so short term, that if a company decides like, nah, I'm going to do this little 6-month contract or this 6-month business with you, and then that's it. Well, then that company, the company of focus is then going to have to find a new consumer, and then it becomes all weird. Whereas a company like this one, who approximately 30% of their revenue is going to be tied to long-term contracts, somewhat kind of says that, okay, look, we have some long-term business and we believe that we will have consistent revenue and income over the next years. Now, last but not least, and the one that I really did want to look at, is going to be that South Korea is a global leader in the tech hub of East Asia. Now, East Asia is very, very large. I don't know if some of you understand how big this overall market is, but it's huge. And the fact that they are centered there and that they are making a very large presence there offers a lot of consumer growth potential. Now, last but not least, of course, just whenever it does come to their overall technology, one other catalyst is their amazing lineup and portfolio of patents. This company has been working seriously hard to grow out their patent collection, and I think that's going to, of course, serve them very well in the future. So I hope now you do understand why I had to get this second analysis video out today. I usually don't post 2 in a day, but the fact that this company was just so interesting, I had heard about it quite a few times. I was like, let me look it up, and understanding now the potential that this company has made it a very, very appealing company to me. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead, I want to take a quick look at the stock price before I wrap this video up, and I will let you guys know what I plan on doing with this stock. So as we can see here, that on January 15th, which was our last trading day before the weekend, they had a dip of about 13%, which I'm honestly not mad about. Now they're currently sitting at about 65 cents, but over the month we can see that they have seen immense growth of over 400%. That is absolutely insane. That growth is crazy. Now, whenever it does come to this, there's really not much to go off of. I can't really see any other charts. I can see here that they have tried to make a rise in the past, but I would say now, especially with the consistent growth that penny stocks have been seeing and the increase in popularity, that this one is obviously going to have been a lot bigger than that one. Now, with that being said, what do I plan on doing with this company? Well, I don't believe that we are going to see a trend like this one where it goes up, slowly decreases over the course of about 3 or 4 months, and then we see another one. I think that this company is really starting to catch its stride, and I truly do believe that we could see some enormous growth from this company in the future here, based off how amazing their products are, based off of how amazing I believe that their consumer base can grow, based off the fact that they're targeting a large growing industry, and the fact that they are centered in a very established position. I honestly do believe that I will be starting a position in this company as soon as the market does open on Tuesday. Now, with that being said, if you do want access and if you do want to see my exact trade, if you want to know all of the information, my cost basis, how many shares I bought, what I'm going to be doing with it going forward, definitely check out my Patreon, as I will be updating them every single day on the trades I make and what I'm going to be doing with this company. With that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. I know it was longer, but I really do like providing you guys with the information you're looking for. I can make these videos a little bit shorter. I can make them like 9 or 10 minutes, but I would really never be able to go in detail and truly explain what these companies are all about. So let me know what your opinions are on that. If you do think these should be a little bit shorter with a lot more broad information, I can do that, but I do like providing as much value as possible within maybe 15 to 20 minutes. Let me know what you guys think. At the end of the day, I really just want to provide you guys with the best content and the best value that I possibly can. So if you do enjoy my videos, if you find them valuable, if you find them entertaining, you can let me know by smashing that like button and subscribing to the channel if you are new. I'll be posting 2 to 3 times every single day, and so I'll see you guys soon. Peace.